Okay. What are you making today?
I'm making shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
Cool. Let me just see what you're doing here. Is that potatoes? Okay. What would you do if you are amongst males? Okay, let's say husbands, who are older than you. They've been married years before you got married, and they are saying how it's not good for a husband to cook because the kitchen is the woman's domain. So as a male, you shouldn't cook. If you cook, your wife is not really going to respect you. If you are amongst people like that, how would you respond to them?
I will not disrespect their opinion because whichever advice and direction or guidance that they're communicating has been informed by the experiences. So the thing they've been through, that is what is informing their rhetoric or their communication. Definitely, you've got to respect what they're saying. And for some reason, it probably may have worked for them because of how far they've come. I don't know how their marriage has been, whether because of that they've had issues or not. It is the males who are talking right now. I don't know the side of the females. Males who are older than me. So they are older than me, meaning that there would have been perhaps a gender evolution. Because
then that evolution.
Because the reason why they may have been thought or been thinking that way, been experiencing those things because of perhaps what have been passed on to them by parents who traditionally it has been a case of the woman dominantly will stay at home while the men will go to work. At the same time as well, it would have been an environment whereby there was those clear line of duty that this is the woman's domain, this is the man's domain. The man must watch TV whilst the woman pretty much
what a rule. The man must watch TV.
Do the cooking and the serving. The children is a woman's responsibility. It's a clear line of duty, but things have evolved. That's what I was looking at that. And those things that used to exist back in those days may not necessarily be something that would be in existence in our generation, especially among us millennials. So because of such gaps, things have to be viewed differently. Nowadays, pretty much, the woman can do the same thing as the man can do, even sometimes better. The man can also sometimes perhaps do what the woman can do, but the key thing is the support that comes with this. It's quite interesting because back in the days, there was no understanding that the woman also go ahead, you know.
Ahead in terms of wisdom,
knowledge, in terms of the ability to do almost the same thing as the man does, or going to work, be able to use their head to use their work and their might and strength to perhaps do the same thing that the man can do. And then time went on, and then there was a realization that the woman has got a mind, they've got strength. They can also perhaps do what the man can do. But at this particular point, there also has to be a realization that the man, almost the same way as the woman, has got those abilities. And so if that's the case, then there has to be a form of understanding in terms of the shared responsibility. In terms of, it doesn't take away the fact that the man is the head and the woman submits. That's another topic altogether. But it's about supporting each other. There has to be appreciation of the fact that things have changed, and there has to be that shared and understand and share responsibility towards a common vision for the whole family.
Okay. What is this mixture?
Potatoes, egg, butter, and then there's a bit of black pepper. Smash them together.
Right. Interesting. So that means that the potatoes need to be properly boiled until it's soft. Very soft.
Yeah.
Mashable soft.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And then the egg, how many did you add?
So it depends on the quantity. For this quantity, I only use one.
One. Okay.
Just to give it a bit more of the rich taste. Some can do without egg. It's fine. If you do the normal masher, you tend not to add an egg to it, but because it's going to go into the oven and to give it more of that, that rich taste, you add egg to it.
And then the milk, did you measure it, or you can just use your head?
I think once if you've done it sort of mash a few times, you tend to know what sort of quantity to add. If I was going to use, for example, a tablespoon like this, this probably will measure maybe about 5 or 6.
Okay. And it's all based on the quantity.
Yes, all based on the quantity.
You also added a little bit of butter.
Yes, I added a little bit of butter.
No salt?
Initially, whilst cooking it, added salt to it, so it should have salt on its own. The actual potato should have salt on its own.
Okay.
If you use salt, you can have salted butter. I think the butter I used was also salted by the same time as well. By the time the whole combination comes into place, when it's fully done at the end, you would have had enough salt.
At the end, no. You are speaking Gibro for King. Eh?
I'm at home. So it's allowed.
It's allowed. So that's olive oil. What do you think is the best way of teaching children, especially male children, how to cook? So assuming somebody, not even a child per se, there could be some adults who do not know how to cook, and they feel like they are already old, they are married now, they have wives who can cook for them. What's the point of learning how to cook? Because to them it may feel like it's a whole long process.
Cooking is not the forte of everyone. Some people, cooking is not just their thing.
You're talking about the male?
I'm talking about male.
Okay.
Or sometimes even the female.
Right.
So if it's really not their forte, then it can be quite a hard thing to do. You may want to start with simple things, maybe with breakfast menus, making them understand the benefits of joy of cooking. But those that shows a keen interest, those ones are quite easy. You all start with, I suppose, their favorite food.
Okay.
Start with their favorite food. Teach them how to make their favorite food. With all of these, it starts from a young age. That's where it starts from. So while they're young, you get them to come with you to the kitchen from a young age. But with this as well, don't just start from the kitchen. I would say start from the shopping.
Shopping?
Yeah. When you're going shopping, take them along.
Okay.
So you have to pick the ingredients. Teach them why you buy what you buy. It's also a way of teaching them how to manage money, because especially if you buy certain things from certain shops, in a way that is within the budget, help them to learn. When you can't go and do that, it's the children that you eventually have to send and go and buy from the same place that you buy from. So it is a way of actually. So yeah, start from the shopping.
Do you remember the first time you cooked in your life? From childhood?
I don't, sure. Maybe the first thing probably I would have done would have been oil rice.
Oil rice. What we call Amewowor. You know, I've not really thought about it that way in the English translation. Oil rice.
Yeah, oil rice.
Okay. How old were you?
I may have to take that quite naturally as well.
Okay. How old were you when you did it?
Wonderful.
A while ago. Still a teenager or before the teenage years?
Yeah,
As a teenager. Okay. And then when you came to the UK, do you remember the first time you cooked?
UK, I think it was maybe a uni.
Really?
Yeah, but breakfast, I would have made breakfast for myself, the breakfast myself.
Okay.
There were times where I would have made fufu as well for myself as well.
Okay.
But they did more cooking at university than anywhere.
So it means that mommy was doing most of the cooking?
Yeah, it would have been my mom or my sister.
Okay.
Or both of them.
What about dad?
My dad, he sometimes also cooked as well. Yeah,
Okay.
he sometimes cooked. More of the preparatory stuff, or he would have made the fish,
Okay.
prepare the fish, and then maybe my mom would take it from there. But he knows how to cook.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any time that you cooked and it didn't turn out well, and you were like, oh?
I think when I made my first soup
Your first soup?
at university was a light soup.
Okay.
I was on the phone. I got instructions from my mom on the phone, and then I went to try it. It came out soupy,
Soupy.
but
Not tasty.
Not soup tasty.
Oh my.
Something was missing.
Something was missing.
I'm not sure exactly what it was.
Okay. And then, so did you throw it away?
No.
You still ate it like that?
That's some of it. The rest is probably what I
Okay. What did you eat it with?
I think I had it on its own.
Okay. Or when did you start making the best meals and you were more comfortable? At what age was that?
It was, I believe, at university, I think.
Still at university. So it looks like university really helped you.
Yeah, but before I went to uni, I had an idea about how to cook anyway. But I was just about having the opportunity because both my mom and sister were around, so I didn't really have to cook. Now, if I had to cook, I would have been alright, I would have been an issue. So maybe pre-uni, yeah, maybe pre-university.
This is interesting. Are you going to use all of it?
I kind of feel it.
Shepherd's pie in the making. Okay, so you spread it across. So how long are you going to put it in the oven for?
For about 20 to 25 minutes.
20 to 25 minutes. Okay.
You have to preheat the oven first.
Preheat the oven for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. They're about. Okay. Okay. So what's the purpose of using a fork to draw those lines?
Cooking is an art, so you just have to make it attractive.
Making it artistic. Okay. Cooking is an art. Looks tidy. This is really nice, Kim. Food is an art indeed. Look at how lovely it's looking. Wow, I'm very, very impressed, honestly. Wow. Shepherd's pie. So this is beans. We've just steamed it, and then that's beetroot, grated beetroot. That's Amewowor special. Awesome. Wow. Wow. Yummy. Wow. Maybe you should use a spoon because it's hot. Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you, my husband.